I seem to have told it that I'm going live on my phone, and I thought I could do it from my computer, but nope. I scheduled it as a mobile. So, okay. I need to make sure that I can see the comments. I think that they'll just appear. So I haven't gone live in a while, and I thought I would take an opportunity to answer questions and tell you more about what you're most curious about. So go ahead and give me your comments and questions. I will start out with some basics that are things that a lot of people ask me. My hair is currently damp because I just got out of the shower. I'm going to be doing a video about my hair products that I'm using when I'm washing it, because lately it's been feeling really nice after the shower, so I want to share that with you all. My hair is a little bit past knee. It's straggly. I tried to trim it myself, and I thought I remembered how, so I did not relook up the instructions, which is a theme with me, and I should have. So there's a self-trim method called Fei-Fei's, and if you look up, like, I think it's F-E-F-E, maybe it's F-E-Y, F-E-Y, self-trim method, then you are gonna see it, and I really should have done that myself because it ended up uneven, and now it's worse than fairy tale ends. It's like choppy ends. It's horrible. So I'll probably try again at some point, but not right now. I am still not sure if I'm seeing comments, so hopefully I can figure that out. I don't trim my hair very often. I know that common wisdom says to grow your hair, you should trim it, which seems very counterintuitive. Sometimes counterintuitive things are correct. In this case, I don't think that they are, but it really is variable. It depends on you and your hair, and everything is very unique. So growing your hair is really a process of just figuring out what works best for you and experimenting. I have a hair journal that I just created recently that's on Amazon that I set it up where you can like choose a idea to try for your hair growth journey, and you can track it over 3-month periods and then assess if it's working and change it or keep it going. Because yeah, hair growth, there is no one size fits all. There's some basics that I think are universal, but a lot of it is trial and error, experimentation, seeing what your particular hair really likes the best. But in terms of like the universal stuff, treating your hair gently is really the top thing. I think it all stems from there. Your hair is dead. It cannot recover. It is dead cells, so once it's damaged, it can't heal itself. I should say asterisk, I don't know, Olaplex claims that it does. There's like certain things that claim that they do. I don't know. I haven't tried them. I'm not a scientist. I haven't studied this. I am just somebody who really, really, really likes long hair. And I loved it on other people, and I decided that I wanted it for myself. And so I did. It actually took a lot longer than that. I loved long hair from the moment I saw Crystal Gale walk across the stage on my grandmother's TV when I was a little kid. But, you know, I had a lot of stuff to work through. It's weird how psychological hair can get. I felt guilty about having something beautiful, something that I loved. I denied it to myself. I didn't think I deserved it. It's, who knows? I'm so glad I'm not a teenager anymore. So I didn't honestly start deciding to go for the hair of my dreams, which was knee length, until I was probably 31. I was married. It was maybe 30. I think it was 2014. I had cut my hair to my shoulder. And then after that, I said, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to be my own person and stop worrying about this or that. And your 30s are really good for that, I found. And now I'm in my 40s, and the hair growth went faster than expected, mainly because time goes faster. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's something to do with the proportion of time of your life, according to one of my very smart friends. But it just, time feels like it goes faster, so I ignore my hair for what feels like a short amount of time, but it's actually a long amount of time, and then it magically becomes longer. So that worked out really well. So yes, universal principles are protect your hair, it can't recover. So treat it gently, detangle it gently, wear it up a lot, wear it up in a way that's safe, that's not like tugging it super hard, that's not the same style every day. You'll see people get what they call tension alopecia, where the hair starts to pull out from wearing like really tight ponytails or braids, especially if it's the same one every day. I heard you can get high quality baby oil. Really? That's good for your hair? I did some research on hair oils and I put together a little booklet. I'll have to look back at it. There's a lot of different oils and they do different things, but I don't really do very much with oils. I probably could because my hair tends towards drier, but I mostly follow just benign neglect, where I put it up every day, I tuck in the ends, and that's about it. So you do that, you mostly ignore it, and it grows. So this idea of you have to trim it, you have to do all of these things, maybe that's true for some people. I have never found it to be true for me. And I know that there are communities who don't believe in ever cutting their hair, who don't trim, and they have very long hair. If you look at Sikhs, if you look at Pentecostal women, they grow their hair without trimming, without cutting, and it grows very long. So I think that the idea of trimming every 6 weeks, you're going to lose all the progress you make. It's normal for hair to grow about a ½ inch per month. That is true for everyone. And it may appear to not be growing if you're getting a lot of breakage. So that is a lot of times what people think, that their hair is growing slowly or isn't growing. It has to do with the damage to the hair itself is breaking it off before it can get longer. Or, if you have curly hair, it's going to appear a lot shorter than it actually is. So there's always that. I'm not sure you can sleep upside down. I don't know about that. I've never seen anyone other than, Mimbari sleeping upside down. Some people do inversion methods, so they'll spend some time upside down to get the blood flow to the scalp. I did that as an experiment for a little while. I didn't find that it made much difference for me. I like to try out all the different hair things when I'm in the mood, just so that I can report back and give results, but my results are just my results, so I can't promise that they do or don't work for other people. I think, though, that your hair can get a lot longer than you think it can. We've been told that hair has a terminal length, and we tend to think that the terminal length is like mid-back or waist, but it's very rare that your terminal length would be that short. So some people maybe, but I wouldn't assume that yours is until you have really tried some of the ways of protecting your length better. Okay, you're just being silly, Jeffrey. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, I have a hair journal that I created where I suggest choosing a hair growing method and tracking it for 3 months and then assessing your results with it, but deciding if you want to keep going with it or if you want to try something different, so that you're trying one thing at a time, you're really looking at what the results are. And benign neglect is on there. That's one of the things, and that's the one that I do the most often, but every once in a while I get into the mood to be like really into it and trying things. And so I do. I mean, the ideas that came out of long hair community back in the day, I tried putting monostat on my head. That's one of the things that people suggested, and so I said, okay, I gotta give it a try. Again, did not see much result. Just basic good hair care is what has gotten me to knee-length hair, and I think that it's gonna get a lot of people to their hair length goals. Just really simple, taking good care of it and being gentle with it and loving it. I don't know, people say it takes a lot of work. I felt that that was very discouraging. I told someone, they noticed that my hair was getting pretty long. It was probably classic length or maybe, tailbone length. And they said, "How long are you going to grow it?" I said, "Knee." He said, "I had an aunt who had knee length hair. It was a lot of work." Very discouraging, very like, oh, is it? Maybe I don't want to do this. But no, when you love it, when it's how you want it, it's not a lot of work. It would be a lot of work to somebody who hates having long hair, who doesn't want to spend time taking care of hair. But for someone who loves it and wants it, it's nothing, I think. I did have a comment yesterday, I think, that was like pointing out that some of the things that to me are just like obvious and I barely register doing them are not necessarily for everyone, because I have years and years and years of experience with the long hair community and with trying to take care of my hair. So some things that are just sort of like, oh yeah, that part's easy. It might not be for people who are just learning about these principles and just learning about hair growth. But I do think that if you love it, it's worth it. And I do love it. I don't know why. I'll never understand why I am crazy about long hair, but so it goes. All right, well, if there are no questions, I think that I will wrap it up. I'm going to be putting out a video soon about my hair washing. I've just washed it, so it's a little damp right now. And I had an interesting experience with my hair being incredibly soft and nice the last time I washed it. So I'm experimenting to figure out exactly what caused that so I can report back and share it with you all. So watch for that video coming very soon, because once this dries, I will know my result. Yes. Hope you're enjoying the channel. Always feel free to leave me comments, and I am going to do my best to make sure that I'm helping you grow the hair of your dreams.